Hello, my love. Today we are going to talk about the Queen of the Moon Oracle and the Queen of the Sun Oracle, both by Stacey DeMarco and published by Rockpool. Now, my goal here is not to give you a traditional review or flip through, because we have amazing channels out there with amazing videos. They already did that, so you can go and search for that. What I want to share with you today is the very specific way I use these decks, because they serve a very specific purpose in my collection. And I'm going to give you a quick sample reading how I work with them. But I want to make it clear. Do you have to go there and buy decks? No. Maybe you're going to see how I work with them and you're going to find decks in your collection that can serve the same purpose. Maybe you are thinking about adding decks to your collection, and then you can consider these ones because they are gorgeous, beautiful, powerful. I love them. Or maybe you already have these decks in your collection and they are there sitting in your shelf, on your shelf, just collecting dust. You can find a way to work with them more often. I would say weekly for your personal practice, and you can use them if you work with oracles. If you use them on your work, you can use them in every session. That's what I do, right? So when I got these decks, first I was looking for a deck to work with the moon energy, and then I fell in love with this deck, the Queen of the Moon Oracle. So I decided to add this one to my collection. And when I was there on Amazon to buy this deck, they recommended the Queen of the Sun Oracle, which was in a huge sale at that moment. Then I started looking, going through the cards, and I said, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, but I don't really work with the energy of the sun. But I don't know, I had a strong feeling that I should add both of them to my collection, even though at that moment I didn't know how I would use this deck. So when they got here, they have both an amazing guidebook. I think it's worth it to give it a read. And both of them have, let me see, full solar cycle spread, and the moon has the full moon cycle spread. I think it's nice to lay the cards down at least once and see how they work, how they are beautiful together. I don't really use the guidebook for my practice. I don't read with the guidebook. I read with these decks intuitively, because both of them, they have the moon phase, the sun phase. I don't know if you call phase for the sun as well, and then a keyword and an amazing image that is going to help with your intuition, is going to inspire you. They're beautiful. So when they got here, I decided to kind of mix and match them together and make a huge deck to work with, and it didn't work out. I think it's because one of them has gilded edges and the other one doesn't. I don't know why. Like, the Queen Moon came out first, was released first, and then my thing, Rockpool, I would love if they watch this video. I think you guys should go out and print this deck again, adding some gilded edges in gold, in silver, and consider changing the artwork here to silver as well. Like the same artwork, but instead of yellow or gold, it could be silver with silver edges, like I edged mine in Sharpies. Not nice. So this is the back of the cards. Can you imagine if this one was more like silver? Simply perfect. I would buy the deck again. So it didn't work out that way. And going to show you some cards while I'm talking. Here is the sun and here is the moon. So not long after that, I started a work of integrating and healing the masculine inside of me, and I got that message, that suggestion to work with the King Sun, something that I've never done before. And then I understood, so that's why you came to my collection. That's the purpose you're going to serve. And I started using these decks like that for me. So the Queen of the Sun would be the voice of my masculine, what my masculine is trying to tell me. And the Queen of the Moon would be the voice of my feminine inside of me, what this energy is trying to tell me. Now we know that nowadays the feminine and masculine energies, or the divine feminine and divine masculine. Not nowadays, for a few years now, they are under attack because people simply cannot understand the concept. People think that, oh, a female energy is like, oh, so today I'm going to cook, I'm going to bake a cake for my children and my husband, and I'm going to do my makeup, and I'm going to wear dresses. And they think the masculine energy is like what you're talking about. Come here, I'm going to show you something. It's not about that. Like, I was a person with an extremely, I was very unbalanced, internally unbalanced, and I paid a high price. My mental health, my physical health. And when I say that I used to be unbalanced and very high masculine energy, some people think that my voice was different or the way I would act. No, I was exactly the same. It's not something, it's not a stereotype. It's not about stereotypes. And I think that that is this kind of behavior is at some level a consequence of human beings forgetting that we are part of motherhood, part of this material world. We are part of the nature. Yeah, we are. We are kind of animals as well, right? So there are some principles that they work for us as well. And I think that the more we understand these principles and the more we work with them in a non-stereotypical way, the better it is for us, for our relationships, because our relationships are the most important things in the world. Our relationship with the energy, this huge energy, you can call whatever you want. You can call God, Goddess, universe, energy, light, Mother Earth, whatever you want. So our relationship with this energy, which is the energy that is going to fulfill our vessels, our relationship with ourselves, and our relationship with others and things, because we have a relationship with things as well. So it's so important to understand this dynamic inside of us, because the masculine and feminine energies, they are connected to our nature as vessels and channels, and our ability to give and receive. Okay, so now how I work with these decks. In every single session, I lay down some cards in the beginning to understand the energy. So when you come for a session, we are going to do that. Doesn't matter what is the subject that you have to treat. We are always going to do that. So people, they come for sessions like once a month, but I would say that they'll never come more than once a week. I don't recommend that, more than once a week. So in every session, we are going to read about the masculine and feminine energy. So if you're doing that for your personal practice, maybe I wouldn't recommend you to do that every day. I would recommend you do that just once a week, okay? So, just for you to show how it goes, I'm going to ask here for a message for us as a collective. And if you feel that it resonates, please feel free to make it yours. So we are going to ask for a message from our masculine as a collective, for our community, and a message from our feminine as a collective, as a community. A message for us, please. So we'll have here assessing from the feminine. So it is the time for us to evaluate, to analyze. It feels to me that, okay, so 6 months are gone. I even wrote an email to my email list about that. If you're in my email list, you already read that. It is a blog post that I created talking about this idea that we are in the middle of the year. So it's time to stop and, like check how things are going. Sometimes you made so many plans in the beginning of the year that you are just not I don't know, enjoying, or you are feeling so worried about things because you're not accomplishing what you wanted to accomplish. Assessing, so understanding. And I would say that this energy here is talking about start watching, like it's about observation. Stop a little bit, because sometimes we are in the summer energy as well. We are active all the time, we want to do things all the time. Stop a little bit and start just observing things. Start observing how your moods how your mood have been changing over time. Start observing how things out there are affecting your mood and how you can protect your energy. Okay, and at the same time, the masculines come with I would say is the main card in the deck, which is power. Here it is the Queen of the Sun. It is the title of this deck, and I feel that it's so powerful. And she's asking us, look, first you go out there and you are going to practice observation. Then you are going to embody. Then you are going to take control, because there are things that are under our control. There are things that are not. So our thoughts, our feelings, our actions, they are under our control, in the way we are going to protect this energy as well. So I would say that it is an extremely powerful draw for us. The feminine asking for some kind of introspection and observation, because the ability that we have to look into details. And our masculine is reminding us, you got the power, you are powerful, you have the power. I love this message. I hope it resonated with you. It did. So this is the way I work with them, and you can work with any deck. You can say, okay, this deck's going to give me the masculine energy, and this one's going to give me the feminine energy, and how these energies, they can talk to each other, and how they can nourish each other, how they can protect each other, how they can help each other to grow inside of myself, for my self-realization, so that I can do what I came here to do, be, and especially be who I came here to be. Thank you so much for being here with me. Let me know if you have these decks, what you think about this way with working with them, and I'll see you in the next video. Lots of love.